key to the city. Come on up.
Yeah, it's Fort Smith native Jaylin Williams given a key to the city tonight by Mayor George McGill. He was speaking at the Boys and Girls Club of Fort Smith, where he used to attend when he was a small child. That was just, a couple of years ago. No, that's been a while back. Mayor McGill gave Williams the key tonight after he led the Razorbacks to the Elite Eight last month in March Madness. He was also named the first team All-SEC.
Everyone loves that Jaylin Williams smile and the way that he can take charges like no one else. Williams is making a name for himself as a Razorback in Fayetteville, but Fort Smith will always be home.
I just always tell people, I say, get ready. I said, y'all gonna see him on TV.
This is the community that raised him.
This is where he came up, and this is where he started getting his first lessons at.
As Jaylin Williams' dad, Michael Williams, drives us around, the memories come flooding back.
I bring him by her all the time, too.
Does he remember?
Yeah, he does. He got to, because I bring him by her all the time. I would have 2 basketball goals out there in the backyard so he could actually run.
Basketball is in Jaylin's blood.
Mike was a really good high school player here at Northside, and he took Jaylin and at a young age and just started teaching him the game of basketball.
And that's when he knew he had something special.
After watching him play in his very first game, you wouldn't believe it. They was already coming up saying, my God, we've never seen a kid that go out the rebounds like that. He's 4.
When the gyms were closed, Williams would take Jaylin to parks around the neighborhood to work on his craft.
This is actually where I used to play as a kid, too. We should always have this thing where it'd be jelly or jam, but that's meaning as in if he's going to do a finger roll or if he's going to jam it. So it would either be jelly or jam, and it didn't actually matter. He did both of them. I go back and find the videos when he was in the 9th grade. And he was showing me some of his dunks. Once he went through that growth spurt and that body shot up, I said, wow, this is awesome.
That growth spurt led to high school ball at Northside, coached by Burnett.
I'm glad you had a good time over there, because being up there in the bleachers, you're talking about sweating as a father, boy.
Then a college scholarship. Williams could have gone anywhere, but he wanted to stay close to home.
He's actually proud for his community, the next generation. He'll always be here. He'll always be here.
There's a lot of tradition and pride about being from Fort Smith, and Jaylin wanted to continue that. And he talks about how he loves Fort Smith, and this community has embraced him. They love that big old smile on his face. And everybody, the school and the community, they all love to talk about Jaylin because all the great things he's done.
It was amazing. Something you dream about your whole life. You honestly can't describe it. It's never the real thing when you think about it.
It just shows that, dreams do come true, no matter where you're from. And if you're willing to put in the work, the hours when no one's looking, anything can happen.
2 Fort Smith natives and 2 Arkansas Razorbacks crowned as NBA champions. Greg Scott coached both at Fort Smith Northside and has watched Isaiah and Jaylin grow every step of the way.
Even right now, to me, they're just big kids. When they see Coach Scott and Coach Burnett and other coaches on the staff, they come give us big hugs, and we just talk about life in general. We don't really talk about the NBA.
And to that point, it's who the 2 are off the court that stands out most.
They're both high character individuals. They're very humble, and one thing about them, they never forgot who they are and where they come from. With all the success, they still come back to Fort Smith and do a lot of community projects.
A connection to Fort Smith and the natural state that hasn't wavered.
They're about the youth, and they understand they were kids just like this generation right now. And so it's just, I don't want to say overwhelming. You have 2 NBA players that are NBA champions and from Fort Smith, Arkansas. It's just amazing.
And it's not lost on Scott the example both Jaylin and Isaiah are setting for kids across the state.
Nothing was going to stop them. Early hours, late nights, on the weekends, they sacrificed a lot. If you want it, it can happen. But you have to be able to put in the work, and you got to be able to sacrifice.
Sacrifices that have led Jaylin and Isaiah to becoming NBA champions. It's a feeling that's hard for Scott to put into words.
I want to hug him right now and just, just tell him, fellas, I sent them text messages last night and just told them congratulations. I'm so proud of you. All the coaches are proud of you. The whole city of Fort Smith is proud of you. And, everyone's just so proud of you.
It's a small world. Me and Jay Will, we grew up together.
Joe from downtown. Your Oklahoma City Thunder select Jaylin.
Isaiah Joe will get his first action in the Thunder uniform.
Welcome to OKC. What have these last 48 hours been like for you?
It's been amazing. I mean, ever since we got the phone calls and been able to sign the documents, it's been a journey, but it's been one, to keep in memory because I just, want to thank the team, thank the coaching staff and all that for giving me a chance. During this camp here, everybody was so excited, and I think even the kids in there, it shows how hard they work. Whenever they call me and Jay Will out, they're calling us out like they could beat us. And I like that. They want to show that they have determination.
I had a couple favorite classes. I like art. But yeah, I had a couple favorite classes. Miss Bean, she was my PE teacher back in 5th and 6th grade. And then she came over here and she was my teacher 10th, 11th, or 11th and 12th grade. So she came to every home game. If it was a big away game, she came to it.
We're a community that helps each other out when in need, but we're a huge team and a huge family. That's kind of like why we wanted to go to Oklahoma City to a game, is because they've never forgotten us and we need to stand up and show them support as well. And so we'll never not travel to support them.
Jaylin, I had him as a sophomore. He was very fun. The very first day that I met him, he had to duck to get in my classroom. And of course I asked him, do you play basketball? And his response was, yes, and I'm going to play for the NBA someday. So he said that when he was a sophomore.
How y'all doing today?
I had Isaiah in class. He was just kind of this tall kid who was very polite, very smart, did his work, which is what all teachers appreciate, and very respectful. His presence in the hall, I remember just kind of being a normal kid. And for someone who's really good at what they do, like he was a star basketball player then, but he didn't have that cockiness about him. Very, very supportive. We would take buses down to the championship games and we would have huge student population down there. I was usually watching those on TV because it was during the school day, so we would, broadcast them and pause on the biology. Oklahoma City's 3 hours away, but it feels local. It's just really, really cool to see.
I had the privilege of having Zay first hour of every day. The teaching profession has this rep of being kind of difficult for teachers, but there's always those one or two students throughout your lifetime that make it worth coming to. And I was blessed each year to have at least one student in which I was just happy to wake up in the mornings and get to work and do my job. And Zay, he was that for me.
I had Isaiah as a junior, and that school year he signed to go to U of A, full ride. He never made a thing of it. And one of the other teachers one day said something about Isaiah going to U of A, and I'm like, when did that happen? No, he was just very humble and just wasn't a thing. And we had maybe 30 to 40 teachers and families that came, and one of them had the big Isaiah head, which we all want to have heads next time. We're already planning our next one. And it was the most fun. Get to see those kids. They're men now, but they'll always be kids to us. On the floor, and people are wearing their jerseys and their shirts. I mean, it was unreal. It was just unreal. We would do our bell work and I'd ask a question, and if someone answered it, I'm like, all right, here's the Smarties, and I'm throwing them out. And then Isaiah would just come in some days and he goes, Miss Lindy, I just need a Smartie. And I'm like, okay, here you go. And I'd give him some Smarties. When they won the championship, I told him, listen, when you swish and you make those threes, I want the word synthesis to go through your mind, because we were working on something in writing. And I said, and every time you do that, I've got Smarties for you. So obviously he made a bunch, and then he came back to school the next week, and I've got a picture of him standing in front of all these pictures holding up his Smarties. So it was a lot of fun. And we went to the game last year, and I didn't have Smarties. When I told him, I said, I failed big time. But we stopped at 2 stores on the way, and they're not having Smarties. But I won't be caught again without Smarties. I know.
When we were warming up, I was like, you see your fat head up there?
Baby Zay. That's what I'm calling it.
They both had integrity. They both had great sportsmanship, wanted to be a proud Grizzly. That's what I see with Thunder as well.
Y'all gonna have fun, get better.
Got you. I ain't gonna miss you.
Work hard.
When they have to go out and represent themselves, whether it was in the classroom or the court, you could expect that they were going to do the right thing. When you have the skill and you work hard, then you end up being where you're supposed to be.
Just to be so well rooted in family and community that they can come back and share the goodwill, and just the idea that Zay is coming to town, he's throwing a camp at the arena. I mean, that just gets the whole town, 90,000 people just like, oh yeah, this is great. I'm really happy for Fort Smith. I'm glad that they have the time to do that and to just kind of remember their roots. It's a testament to their character. Their humility really shows when they can come to town and just do good, because, once a Northside Grizzly, always a Grizzly.
Excuse me? You want these?
Yeah. He's such a humble person. No matter who it is or what time of day, they will stop and make time for you because you are important to them as well. We always knew they would go somewhere. Did we ever dream that they would be in the NBA together at the Thunder? Never in a million years.
Hey, family on 3. 1, 2, 3. Family. There we go.
Let's keep getting better. Just want to give them different opportunities that I might not have had when I was younger, and that's really the main thing, just giving them these opportunities to have fun. I think the biggest thing is to show them that they're going through all the places that I went through. I was at this high school, at that Boys and Girls Club where it has my footprints walking through the gym. I walked those same steps.
All right, this is Brian, man. I'm gonna walk around this area a little bit, take some video. Benji right there. So thank all of you on behalf of all of us in Fort Smith and all of you. This is what makes Fort Smith a great place. They've inspired all of us. They inspire young people daily. and they give back tremendously to this community. And I'd like to thank their parents for being here and being such great parents to raise two great young men that have contributed so much to this great community. So thank you very much, Darren.
All right, you got to do a proclamation real quick, Mayor, if you don't mind. We're going to read this off and then present these to both Isaiah and Jaylin.
Okay, again, we have a proclamation for both of these fine young men. A proclamation celebrating the NBA championships, Isaiah Joe and Jaylin Williams. Whereas Fort Smith natives Jaylin Williams and Isaiah Joe have achieved the highest level of success in professional basketball as standouts of the Oklahoma City Thunder, the 2025 NBA champions. And whereas Isaiah and Jaylin are not only extraordinary athletes, they are outstanding representatives of this city, demonstrating excellence, humility, and a heart that they love this city. And whereas these young men found early inspiration, mentorships, and opportunities through the Fort Smith Boys and Girls Club, and where their love for the game was nurtured, and their character shaped, and their dreams encouraged. And whereas their talent and dedication were further developed in Northside High School, where they became hometown heroes long before stepping into the national stage. And whereas their journey from neighborhood courts to NBA arenas is a shining example to young people all across Fort Smith that greatness can grow from humble beginnings, and that their hard work, perseverance, and community support, even the boldest dreams, are within reach. And whereas the city of Fort Smith is deeply proud of Isaiah Joe and Jaylin Williams, not only for their remarkable athletic achievements, but for their fine character as they represent our city across the country. Now, therefore, I, George B. McGill, the mayor of the city of Fort Smith, Arkansas, do hereby proclaim Thursday, July 24th of 2025 as Jaylin Williams and Isaiah Joe Day in the city of Fort Smith, Arkansas. Where's the microphone?
Hey. All right, ladies and gentlemen, for all you've been waiting for, please welcome Jaylin Williams and Isaiah Joe.
I'll just give this out there. This is
I see so many familiar faces out there. Who would ever thought two homegrown kids from Fort Smith, Arkansas would be home holding this trophy right here? We would not be able to do it without you guys. Just know that. Just know that. And it's even crazy because nobody outside of Arkansas can even tell me where Arkansas is on the map. So hopefully this gets us started right here. But I love each and every one of you guys. I think I can say that for both of us. It's really been truly a blessing to be out here supported by you guys. We love you from the bottom of our hearts. Y'all got to support us during this parade, walk with us and all that. Got to sign, take pictures and all that. And that would never go, no, I would never regret that. I would cherish that for the rest of my life. And I just wanted to thank you guys because this is a moment that makes me emotional. And I'm going to take this with me. I'm going to take this with me. For you guys, thank you so much. I love you.
He says he doesn't want the trophy, it's too heavy.
First off, I want to say thank you to all y'all for coming out here. It means the world for me and Isaiah. The support that we get from y'all, it makes me want to tear up. It's crazy how many games that we have where there's Arkansas fans, there's people telling me that they're from Fort Smith, there's people telling me that they see me in high school. It's crazy, and I really just want to say thank you to y'all. And then if I can say another thing, who yelling? So all the kids that are here, to younger kids, my mic's off. Yo. Yeah. So all the kids out here, y'all can hear me? to all the kids out here, I want y'all to know y'all just gotta believe in yourself. Like Zay and myself, we went through the same Boys and Girls Clubs. We played at MLK, we played at Kimmons. We did the same things that y'all are doing. So when you have a dream, when you have something you want to accomplish, believe in yourself, believe that you can do it. And just know when you have a dream, it's not impossible unless you say it's impossible. So believe in yourself. We love y'all. Thank y'all for everything y'all done. We appreciate y'all this year.
Oh my God, you guys are awesome. It's like being here right now.
I mean, I would say it's a dream come true, but it's like it's hard to even dream about moments like this because it's so surreal just to be here with all these people that's made us the people and the players that we are today. And so just to be able to be here and enjoy this moment, the fact that we were able to bring this championship home to Fort Smith, Arkansas, it means the world. It means the world. And the fact that our families get to join us along for this whole ride. Yes, we got to get ready for next season, but we're going to cherish these moments for sure. We're not going to take them for granted at all.
Jaylin, real quick. I know you're waving at somebody, but so coming back to Fort Smith with all the crowd that ambushed you guys basically on Garrison, what did that mean?
It meant the world. For me, just being from this area, being from the north side of town, being from Fort Smith, Arkansas, it meant the world to me. Just seeing so many familiar faces. There was Northside basketball players and cheerleaders. Our high school coaches were here. I saw substitute teachers I've seen my whole life. I've seen like so many people that I've seen throughout my whole life. And if anything, if today symbolized anything, it symbolized the support that Isaiah and myself have received our whole life. And I'm super grateful to be from this town, this city. It's amazing is an understatement, but I'm super blessed to be here and be a part of this city.
I got to get out of the... Oh, no, yeah, you can. Okay, they're going to pop some champagne here. Do I got to be right here? I ain't going to be right here.
You got
No, I'm going to move over here because he's going to pop some champagne. Well, I hope it does something now. Oh, no. Oh my God. Why did I not see that coming? Why did I not see that one coming? I got another one coming now. No, go ahead. Well, ain't nothing like live TV right here, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, do it. We got to do it now. Here we go. Oh!